Oh, the Golden State Warriors, as much as we love them, they're probably going to have more texts than wins in this series against the Houston Rockets.
Wow.
It's going to be a physical series.
I appreciate it. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, we cannot sleep on this team. Yes, the Rockets are young, but they are tough. They are physical. If they let it, which we see in the playoffs, get physical. You've got Dillon Brooks. Jimmy Butler is going to be frustrated. Draymond Green's going to start stuff. Curry's going to be mad. They're going to be getting texts left and right because they get mad with that kind of defense. Amen Thompson, get to know that name. He's going to give Steph Curry hell in this series. Frustrate him. Frustrate Steve Kerr. It's all going to be about the officiating now. And Ime Udoka, is going to try to bring as much physicality. The officiating will decide this series. But if they let him play tough, that's what I give the Rockets a chance.
We're now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that to somebody else.
Just jinxed himself.
Danny,
I can see
coming
it
to
happening
you.
already.
Danny, who's a bigger concern for you when it comes to the antics in this series? Is it Dre or Dillon Brooks?
I would say Dre. I think Dillon just jinxed himself. He might end up getting tossed one of these games, but I would say Dre. Dre is the one. I wouldn't say he's just more aggressive with it. In the playoff time, his emotions, he really doesn't control them as much as he should.
And so he's absolutely correct. Draymond Green is one of these players that plays with his heart. He leaves everything out there on the floor, and that's why he's one of my favorite players, along with Dillon Brooks.
And Draymond does this all the time. He, because of his history, gets called for more technicals than he should and gets away with more than he should because he knows once the officials call one tech on him or when he has 5 fouls like he did in the third quarter yesterday, that he can get away with it. But that edge that he plays on, which has lifted the Warriors up, and they knew everything that was going on, and they still gave him that $100 million contract 2 years ago.
Okay. I think he's more of a concern because he really dictates a lot of what Golden State does, defensively and offensively. And if he doesn't keep his cool and he gets in the antics and gets in with Dillon Brooks, even if he does get tossed, Houston has enough pieces to win. Without Draymond Green, Golden State is a totally different team. They don't have their identity, and if they lose him, it's a different ball game, and I don't see them win the series without him.
And so no doubt about it, this is going to be one of the most physical matchups of the entire playoffs. You're talking about a Houston Rockets team led by Ime Udoka, who's built around defense, and they're going to do whatever it takes to win, and they're going to try to get under your skin, and like I said earlier, they're going to try to impose their will on you. Dillon Brooks and Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, these guys are playing with a chip on their shoulder. And then on the other side of the ball, you got the Golden State Warriors. They can play a little bit rough shop as well too, led by Draymond Green. He lives for the chaos. This is somebody that's going to do whatever it takes as well. He's going to bait, he's going to bump you, he's going to bark at you until somebody breaks. And if this series does indeed drag out, if it goes 6 or 7 games, I absolutely expect somebody to be ejected, probably multiple people to be ejected. Both of these teams have a lot of history in the playoffs. There's a lot of bad blood, but the real determining factor of this series is going to be the refs.
The Warriors now, though, with this win, Stephen A., they get a date with the Houston Rockets. They are only the 2nd, 7th seed to have, over the last 30 seasons, been favored over the number 2 seed Houston Rockets. Should they be?
I think they should be because of the experience of Steph Curry along with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. We can't ignore Draymond Green. By the way, he was my vote for the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm just putting it out there right now. I just think that he's been that big time. But when you look at what Steph and Jimmy bring to the table, you're looking at Houston. You can defend. You can definitely rebound. All of that's true. But can you make a basket when you need to? That's the challenge. And against Golden State, I can't give them that.
It's the Houston half-court offense. Their defense, by the way, Ime Udoka's tremendous job with this team. But when you look at the Warriors and you say they have maybe the 2-3 best players in the series, that's a problem for Houston. But I don't count Houston. I mean, Houston's a heck of a team. They deserve to be the 2 seed.
I smell 7-game series.
I watched that.
Oh, the Golden State Warriors, as much as we love them, they're probably going to have more texts than wins in this series against the Houston Rockets. Wow. It's going to be a physical series. Yeah, we cannot sleep on this team. Yes, the Rockets are young, but they are tough. They are physical. If they let it, which we see in the playoffs, get physical. You've got Dillon Brooks. Jimmy Butler is going to be frustrated. Draymond Green's going to start stuff. Curry's going to be mad. They're going to be getting texts left and right because they get mad with that kind of defense. And it's a funny little stat here. The Golden State Warriors, as good a shooting team as you think they are, they're one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the NBA. So the Rockets foul a lot, but will the Golden State Warriors take advantage of it? And a weird stat is the opponents for the Rockets shoot worst free throw percentage in the league. Those fouls must hurt. So point of view, you look at the team with the most playoff experience with two superstars that can lead the way. The question about the Rockets is, do they have enough offense to keep up with that offense with Golden State? But I looked at the numbers and I saw a team that plays real physical. They had a hard time winning in Golden State, but their last visit there, they finally won. So they slayed that dragon. That's off their minds. And Ime Udoka, is going to try to bring as much physicality. The officiating will decide this series.
So no doubt about it, the real X factor in this series is going to be the referees. It's going to be that whistle and whether or not these referees let the players decide it. And if they let the players decide it and they let the game get a little bit physical as they have historically done in the playoffs, then that favors the Rockets. And that's not necessarily Golden State. Outside of Draymond Green, everybody wants to shoot a lot of threes and run around and get free off illegal screens. That's neither here nor there, but there's a rhythm to the game that the Warriors want. And we're going to see what the referees do. But either way, this is going to be an exciting series. This is going to be must-see TV. This is going to be probably the most exciting and entertaining match of the first round. So I'm definitely going to have my eye on this one, sitting down with my popcorn, watching like the rest of you, because this is what playoff basketball is about. This is what a lot of NBA fans have been wanting. You're talking about a real rivalry. You're talking about teams that can play with physicality and teams that are going to be playing mind games with each other. And it's going to be a chess match between Steve Kerr and Ime Udoka. And so, like I said, this is probably going to be one of the most entertaining matchups of the entire first round. And so go ahead and let me know how y'all feel about it below. Let me know how y'all think it's going to play out. Do y'all think the Rockets are going to win? Or do y'all think the Warriors are going to take them? But either way, like I said, it's going to be must-see TV. And that's all I got on this one. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you're not new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And as usual, peace and chaos.